So to me, we should resource it so that we have somebody here, full-time, overseeing all of it. It would behoove us to have somebody of that nature, rather than to pay them all that money to oversee themselves. Because, quite honestly, if they're overseeing themselves, how do we know what they're doing? You know, their reports aren't conclusive as to what they're giving us. They don't show any kind of schedule here for preventative maintenance program to speak of.
It's almost like they put it together like they don't think they're gonna get it anyway and they don't care.
Well, the problem is nobody else bid on it, which I still find that totally amazing.
Yeah, but I don't understand something here. What? The first bid there is facility management, and they have 10 employees to clean the place, and then over here we're bidding on cleaning it. I don't understand that.
Also,
When is this a floor contract?
The contract 006, bid number 006.
Oh,
he's referring to the top
cleaning
one here.
contract, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another
How
$422,000.
is that different than they got 10 custodians here? Is that something different?
Yes. Custodial work is your payos, is totally different from floor contract.
So we're talking here next year, it's gonna cost us $1.3 million for something we're paying $800 for now? Well, if you add up the three pieces, the $619 for bid number 004. 578, what did they bid over there?
You mean 09.
261.
Okay, then you have 422 for bid number 006. What's that? That's $1 million.
No.
And then you gotta add security, gonna be another 150, so you're at like $1.2 million.
They didn't bid security.
Well, somebody has to do the
Yeah,
security.
but this 422 on this bid includes the cleaning, I think, of these other schools.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, but
okay,
he's stated alone, the high school was
261.
Right.
All right.
It brings it down to right about where we are.
880 plus security, you're at $1 million. And we're at 800 now, right?
8, 9.
850.
Yeah, around
Okay,
there.
so it goes up 150. All right.
It's confused.
It is confusing.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. I don't know.
Took the 619 on the front page, which I believe includes all the above,
All the above. You mean
on the
this?
first page. Yeah.
I thought that included the cleaning and the washing of the floors,
That's
the
what I thought.
custodial, right? I thought
I
it was.
thought that was the whole gig,
But then
except
the
your
town just brought this out to 261.
261.
On this page.
Yeah.
You add that to the 619 and get their price for taking care of the high school without the security?
880 without security.
I think that's a separate, just custodial.
I think what that might mean is if they don't have the maintenance mechanics, they don't have the chief building engineer, those figures,
That's why I thought the complete package for the management
Is 619.
and the custodial was 619. If you look at the security, the company that's the lower bid, you didn't take the high one, you took that one. You're somewhere around, I did this up somewhere on paper, 740 total, which is almost, it's less than what we're paying now, but we still have, I still have concern, because if they couldn't do it for $850, and said we cut them back too much, they needed more resources, what's it gonna be like if they do it for, if we do it for 619? And those are questions I think are legitimate questions that it would not be a bad idea if once we go through this, either we toss it or we build a solid bid RFP off of here, now that we have some idea of where we're headed, because we clumped a lot of things together.
Who prepared
You may
this?
want to put some of these things out separately, once we see them.
So this,
We have the elementary, the middle, and this big school, and I think it becomes too confusing that way. I would rather just
It was
deal
definitely
with
too
this
confusing.
building. I think we do this building, if we want to break it out with security, without security, with management, now we get our own management, we have to make some decisions, then people could bid apples and apples.
Right, because right
And
now,
everyone's bidding the same thing. We tell them how many times you want a floor strip, how many times we want everything done. We tell them what we want done, not they're telling us.
I mean, if you look at,
What is this called?
just look at the cleaning contract for,
Proposal to, request for proposal. That's which, when I asked the question why it wasn't more solidified, and I asked Mr. Paul and John, the chairman, and Joe Trav, said, look, he said, we'll hang this thing out there, we'll get numbers, we still have enough time, if we needed to put together exactly what we're looking for, and then put it out to bid then. So it's gonna be, that's why the way it is. that
Whose
we need to-
responsibility was it to put this all together?
This piece?
Prepare the bids?
No, I think you're talking about this. These are the requests for proposals. to
Who
bid.
put the
This
bid
is
specs together?
East Haven High School security specifications, and this one is requirements for bid for contract.
Who put them up, Paul?
No, I think, no, I think Joe.
Well, Joe did this piece,
Yeah.
and Paul put
The other
the
two.
other two.
This
What
is.
piece?
yeah, obviously, if Joe does it, doesn't Paul look at it?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I
for
have
somebody
a
who had
question,
a,
you guys, I don't know, I'm sorry I'm late, but
That's all right.
this paper, is this from one company?
Yeah.
Yes,
Or-
that particular one is from one company.
One company.
That's the only
Wh-
management bid.
Where is the other?
There was none.
No one else bid on the management piece, just the custodial piece and the security, which is the last page. There's only two people that bid on the security.
On this sheet, the final figure, 619, we're talking about the biggest figure on the top, the 233. It's talked about 10 employees at 12 and a quarter.
Doesn't have any hours.
No, that's.
That's fine. It doesn't say what the total hours are. What are we getting, what kind of bang for our buck are we getting?
That's why when Frank said the numbers don't jive, the numbers don't jive, because we don't know how many hours those 10 employees are gonna work.
Why did we
In
ask for that?
comparison to the
Bid
maintenance
spec?
mechanic.
Why wasn't that asked in the bid spec?
Is it asked in the bid spec?
I mean, you put together bid specs, you're telling them what you want. I mean, it started from us putting the bid spec up.
yeah, the bid spec's gotta be on.
They were not put up properly then, because they didn't give us back any information that we can work with.
You basically, looking at all these bids, you can basically reject them all on the basis
I
that
would
there's
reject
nothing
that.
apples to apples here, nothing's
Well,
spread out.
that's exactly,
But at the same token, without knowing what the bid specs say, we might have left ourselves open to that.
and you can't tell a company, well, here's a room, we want it cleaned. It's not for us to tell them you need 10 guys or 2 guys.
No, but what I'm saying is, normally with a bid spec, you don't have to get that, in other words, just take for instance this cleaning bid. If you look at bidders 6 and 7, okay, they're so far apart on their additionals. They're not even matching apples to apples there.
Right.
You follow me? Not to mention, one guy doesn't put anything down about additional except for 2.5% cost of required performance bond, whatever the hell that means. The other guy, all he bid on was the Dare Run School. So you throw him right out the door too, because we're trying to bid these as packages.
No.
We're not. Each school is being bid on. Okay?